All right. So welcome, Haas. It's always a pleasure to see you. Thank you for joining me today. And today is Thanksgiving.
Hey, doctor. It's always a pleasure for me too to join you live, doctor. And yeah, I would like to say happy Thanksgiving for you and for your family as well.
Thank you. Thank you. I would imagine if there are some Algerians living in the US, that today they would be preparing some of those snacks and dishes that you've shown me that you all have in Algeria. But for us, we'll have a big, not me, but families typically
Mm-hmm.
have a huge turkey on the table. We'll have lots of desserts like apple pies, sweet potato pies, corn on the cob, collard greens, green beans,
Mm-hmm.
potato salad, just just so much lemonade and sweet, sweet, sweet lemonade. So
No, that sounds very yummy.
yes, yes. And this is the time between Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's, people eat the most. We eat the most and
Yeah.
start to gain weight, taking in all of those calories. Um, yeah, this is a good time. This is a good
Okay.
time
So,
to be together.
doctor,
Yes.
since we're talking about the Thanksgiving and the celebration of these events,
Hmm.
I know that it is kind of related to the harvest season,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm. Yes.
Yeah. So I don't have a lot of information about it, and I would like to explain it for me and for those that will watch the recording later.
Okay. Well, for me, this is just my take on it. It's the time to give Thanksgiving for when, let's just say, when we started in America, it was whoever the colonies or the pioneers or whomever. Of course, the
Okay.
Indians were already here. The not India, the country, but Indians were here, and they were just so good at um, getting things to grow, manipulate the soil. They understood things in a way that many Americans at the time did not understand. I mean, this is
Okay.
before slavery came into the picture,
Mm-hmm.
that the Indians were just good at nurturing the soil, and they were very spirit, and this is my opinion,
Mm-hmm.
spiritual people. And when you are careful and appreciative of that, what you have,
Mm-hmm.
the gods will give you an abundance of so much more,
Oh,
you know?
okay.
So the Indians were a people who cared about life, and they shared and shared. Well, the people that were here, let's call them the colonists, they were almost what I would consider self-serving. And they were just takers. Like some people come to our Facebook group and they're just takers. They bring nothing, but they take as much as they can. And
Oh,
what you will find is that those who come here and take, they will always be at a disadvantage of, well, I want to speak English well, but they don't want to contribute. They just want to consume. Now back
yeah.
to my story. So there was a really hard time in America, and there, people were dying, people were starving, they couldn't get
Mm-hmm.
things to grow, and the Indians came and showed them how to harvest the land. Like, for this season, plant this thing, and in the next
Oh,
season, plant this thing. Take care of what you have been given, and what you have been given will take care of you.
oh,
So
okay.
we start to flourish in America, and things start to grow, and there was just an abundance of everything.
Okay.
And we wanted to show our thanks by having this huge conglomerate of everyone can come, the Indians
Mm-hmm.
included, who were already here, and
Okay.
share in this bounty of abundance. So there is the Thanksgiving dinner. So it has been a tradition since then. It has been the tradition.
Mhm.
So we've held on to it. And of course now, I mean, America has just an unusual history. We are a very young country, and we are a young country of so many cultures and other countries that have come to what we now call the melting pot. There isn't
Oh,
just one something. There are Algerians here, there are Africans here, there are Nigerians here, there are Bangladeshians here, there are Indian from India here, just everywhere. So America
mhm,
is not a country where you could say that it is definitive Algerian.
mhm.
We are everything. So we think of ourselves as the melting pot, or at least that's how I've understood it from the things that I've read. And the older a person gets, the more you understand history. So much of my history has been omitted or eliminated from the history of really America.
Mhm.
Again, I'm talking from my perspective. Were it not for my ancestry, there probably would not be an America that we know of today. But it is here, and we're fighting back. We're fighting
Mhm.
back. I'm going to find my place. I'm going to be
Yeah.
noted. I'm going to be noted. And so as we become older, we start to tell our children, my grandchildren, my nieces, my nephews, I tell them their history, that we are from a family of kings and queens. When I study the history of Africa, like, oh my gosh, really? Really? So this is just
Yeah.
amazing. It's just amazing.
Yeah. So yeah. So thanks for those explanations, Doctor.
Yeah,
I believe that those that are watching us are enjoying the way you are explaining the notion of Thanksgiving and the
exactly.
history background of it. So it reminds me like a similar notion that we have in my religion,
Okay.
and it's called a zakat, Doctor.
Mm-hmm.
And it's an amount of money that we give that suggests that you've got a quantity of gold at home,
Yes.
and then whenever you pass 1 year, one
Mm-hmm.
year after having that quantity of gold, you donate a sum of money. It's
Okay.
like you're thanking God for giving you that amount of gold,
Mm-hmm.
and then God will give you more and more.
Yes,
So it's barely the same.
exactly. And I think that that is true. It's almost like, this is not someone thanking, but if you have, say, 5 cents, one, two,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5 cents. If you have 5 cents, you put this 5 cents into the bank, you are investing the 5 cents into the bank. Leave that 5 cents in the bank for other people to borrow to buy a
Mm-hmm.
car, house, food, clothing, whatever they want to do with that money. This is what they're doing with it. But while your 5 cents is there in the bank is giving you a percentage of the money that someone else is borrowing to do something
Mm-hmm.
with. And at the end of, say, 5 years, your 5 cents has become more. And if you leave it there longer, it starts to multiply. Now, let me just share this with you, and we'll talk about this
Mm-hmm.
for the benefit of those who will watch this lesson. When you decide to invest in yourself, whether it's money or a conversation or even a smile, your guides are going to give that back to you. So if you invest in yourself, if you learn one vocabulary word today, just one,
Mm-hmm.
and you use that one vocabulary word today, tomorrow use another vocabulary word. Now you have two. At some point, you'll start to realize, maybe by day 4 or day 5, you picked up 2 words. So we have what we are known as compound words, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So now we have not only the one word, but we can take 2 words together and make them
Okay.
into compound words. So where we had 4, now we have 7. So this
Mm-hmm.
is investing in yourself, growing and contributing. So it's just like money or whatever it is that you're doing, the key word here is investing. Haas, take a moment and welcome our participant today and remind him to unmute his microphone, and I'll give you co-host powers as well.
Okay, thank you, Doctor. Well, hello, Peter. If you're able
I'm
to
good.
hear me, and if you do have a
Yeah, I
microphone,
can
just
hear you.
mute it and let us hear your voice, please.
Yes, I'm here.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Okay, can you take a moment and introduce yourself for me, for Dr. Priscilla, and for those that are watching us?
Okay, my name is Peter Maina from Kenya in East Africa. I'm a member of Speak Excellent English with Dr. Priscilla. I'm here to improve my spoken English. Yeah.
Well, welcome. We're really happy. We're really happy that you are here with us today. And we
Yeah.
were talking about today in America. It is Thanksgiving. So this is a great day for us here in our country. Are there days in particular? Do you have special days that you celebrate, Peter, in your country?
Yeah, we do celebrate Christmas 25th December.
Okay, you celebrate Christmas. And what are some things that you
Yeah.
might, what are some things that you might do on Christmas Day, Peter?
Well, I have to travel to my family so that we can spend that day together. We
Mhm,
share gifts and we
Oh,
prepare the delicious meal for all of us to eat together.
mhm. Awesome.
yeah.
Yeah,
That
we
sounds so
enjoy the day.
warm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I like that. In my country, we do have a lot of religious occasions to celebrate as well. We do have other national occasions, such as the Independence Day, November 1st.
Mhm.
So it's
Okay.
basically the same way to celebrate those occasions. It's a family gathering, a dinner, and yeah, so that's it.
Great. For
That's very cool.
for us, Independence is July 4th. Our
Okay.
Independence Day is July 4th. Do you all have fireworks that go off and light up the sky, Haas?
Of course, doctor. Yeah, yeah. By
Yeah,
midnight, yeah.
yeah, yeah, that's what we do too. What about you, Peter? Do you all have an Independence Day? In
Yeah, we have.
where are you from again? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm from Kenya.
Okay, do you have Independence Day in Kenya?
Yeah, yes, we do. We have.
What
It's
day is
on 12th June 1963. That's when we got our independence.
what month is it?
June.
Okay, in June. Okay, super, super, super.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So Peter, why don't you take a moment and just talk? Choose a subject that we can talk about. Haas is very good at moderating. I'm good at facilitating, which moderating and facilitating is pretty much the same. Haas as a
Okay.
moderator is going to be doing exactly what I'm doing, perhaps in his own country, to just engage individuals. So what I do as a facilitator is just keep the conversation going. If there's a lull, then I'll say something. But for the most part, you're actually responding to what Haas may be asking of you. But
Yeah,
the
we friends on Facebook, doctor.
oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, very good, very good. I know that Peter responds to many things that I post, so I on YouTube. So thank you so much for that, Peter. But
You're welcome.
let's try to get you really comfortable in just talking. So pick a topic and we'll add to it.
Okay, what I want most is you to teach me how to use English expressions and idioms in my normal daily conversations because, you know, being a native English speaker is somehow a disadvantage because when I speak my English, I cannot be able to uh, use the English expressions and idioms in the right manner because I'm not used to speak that language. So that's my biggest challenge when it comes to speaking English. So that's what I want to ask you to address most at this time.
All right.
Yeah.
So before Haas speaks, what I'd like to say is sometimes I like to give these analogies. I love to eat desserts. I love to eat desserts. But
Yeah.
I know that in order for me to get the value out of that meal, I need to take just not eat the whole pie. Maybe take a slice of the pie and enjoy the pie. Enjoy the slice of pie. Get to know the ingredients, the texture, the flavor. Just savor all of that. So the next time I get a slice of pie, I can say, this slice of pie would be good with turkey in this case. But if I say, oh, I want the entire pie, as you're saying now, you want to learn English idioms, you want to learn grammar, you want to learn phrasal verbs, you want to learn how to speak with native English speakers, you want to be fluent, you want to speak with confidence. Like, oh my God, it's too
Yeah,
much.
absolutely.
It's too much. But
Yeah.
if you say, I want to just take a little bit of this and learn. So now I'm going to let Haas talk, and Haas, whatever one phrasal verb or whatever idiom or whatever something you're going to use, we're going to use it consistently during this time so it becomes deeply ingrained, not so much everything, but we're just going to take one thing and help Peter master that. Well, you probably won't really master it, but you'll be comfortable using that something, whether it's a vocabulary word, whether it's an idiom, whether it's whatever it is. Take it away, Haas.
Okay, thank you, Doctor. Well, I heard Peter saying that he struggles using English expressions and English idioms as well. And I still have the same problem as you, Peter. So it's not only you. Um, so the only recipe for mastering that is practicing. We've been harping on that for months, Doctor. And yeah, this is the key for that. The more you practice a given expression, let's take the example of the expression, the idiom over the moon, to be over the moon, which means to be very happy, to be exalted. And
Okay.
yeah, the more you use that expression, it will come smoother, it will come out smoother from your mouth, and you will plant it in your subconscious, like subconsciously. That's what I wanted to say. The more you use it, it will be like spontaneous for you to use it. So it's all about practicing. Just practice, Peter.
So what I got from what Haas has said, and I'm going to just harp on the word. Well, we have two. Harp on is to repeat, 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 and over the moon. So we're going to talk about harp on and over the moon. Every time you can put it in, say it. So I am over the moon, Peter, that you have joined us in this session today. And being over the moon means that I'm really happy that you are here.
Mm-hmm. So Peter, so
Yeah.
let's walk the talk and try to use the expression over the moon. I will make sure that you use it at least 2 times. Don't be afraid of doing that. So the more you use it, you will get used to it. Okay, Peter?
Yeah.
And I want to ask you, Peter, I would be over
Yeah.
the moon if you could go live, if we could actually see your physical face. Could we see your physical face? But please be dressed and be sitting in a chair or something. I would be over the moon. There you
Oh, there you are.
over the moon to see you.
Yeah,
Hello.
I'm over the moon too.
Hello.
Good to see you too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me
So,
see.
Peter, we're both of us, me and Dr. Priscilla, are over the moon to see you.
Me too. I'm very excited to
Now, Peter, this was a
talk
great
to you.
time. This would be a great time for you to say, I'm over the moon also to see the both of you.
Yeah, sure. Now I'm over the moon for having joined
Yeah,
today's English conversation.
exactly. Now, it seems a little weird at the moment, but the more you say it, you are going to actually feel over the moon. I'm over the
Yeah.
moon that I can see you visually. This is exciting. It makes it a little more engaging. This is over the moon experiences that we're having right now.
Yeah. So it might be
Yeah.
very a little, let's say, a little hard for you to speak in front of the camera right now, Peter. I know it might be the first time for you to use the Zoom application, so that's totally fine, right, Doctor?
That's correct. And we're over the moon that you know how to turn your video on. We are over the moon that you can talk through your microphone. This is so exciting. I'm over the moon that you are here. Again,
I'm over
Yeah.
the moon that
your
I'm
goal is
speaking
to
to
use.
a native English speaker.
Mhm. Good, awesome. Tell us about your shirt.
Yeah.
Tell us about your shirt.
The one that I'm wearing right now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love this t-shirt because it's my favorite one. The color is appealing to me. I like it. The label here, written champion. I believe that I'm
Yeah.
a champion and I'm gonna conquer English. I'm over the moon for wearing this t-shirt.
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. So what I understood you to say that this is one of your favorite shirts. You said that it is
Yeah,
yellow in color. I am over the moon at the way that you're able to put a sentence together. This doesn't mean that you couldn't put a sentence together before, but I'm over the moon because I'm just now hearing you really put a sentence together. Now we're going to harp on many things in this mini session, but before I do that, I want to tell you that as a conversational English coach, that I have paid classes. In addition to paid classes, I have classes like this, and I encourage individuals such as you, Peter, that I am
yeah.
over the moon every time I read that someone has watched the video and made a comment. That excites me and it keeps me over the moon.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
Peter, let me just clarify
yeah,
something. Well, this is my personal way of remembering those expressions and idioms. So don't make it kind of challenge for you to use it every day. So this way will bother you. It will make you feel like annoyed. So as a first step, by the time you remember the expression, use it. If you don't remember it, don't use it.
Mhm.
And then you will, as time passes, you will feel that that expression has been planted into your brain, and you will feel like you're using it subconsciously without thinking of it, and you will feel over the moon. Trust me. So
thank you so
after
much.
yeah, after you pass that step, you will start to learn other expressions. That's what I do.
And I would like to suggest, Peter, to help you feel comfortable with the expression over the moon. Today, I want to challenge you today, and you can do it more than
Yeah,
today, but for today, I want you to respond to 5 people. Go into the Facebook group. And so today, I don't know what I posted, but did you see the one about the peanuts? Did you see the post about the,
yes, I did.
okay, I want you to go for an example, go back into that that post and I want you to say, I'm over the moon to respond, or I'm over the moon to tell you that peanuts in Kenya is called peanuts or whatever it's called. I want you to use the word
Yeah,
overwhelm. And each time I see that you post it, I will respond to you. If you write your sentence incorrectly, I will correct it for you. Haas, would you be willing to do the same? If you,
Yeah, doctor.
uh, in your case, Peter, I want you to put the at sign peanut so we can find it quickly. You
Mm-hmm.
need to do 5 of them. I will be looking for it today. You can do more than 5, but I want you to do 5. I don't want you to do 5 like boom, 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 boom. I want you to do 1, and go away and come back. You know what I'm saying? Because I want you to
Yeah,
become comfortable with this. Does that not sound delicious? Yes.
it
Yes, it does.
is definitely.
Well, doctor, I believe that he's able to do a lot of things. I've already paid attention to the way he writes comments,
Mhm.
and yeah, I've noticed that he has got a very good writing English level.
Fantastic.
So, yeah, so that's good.
So now we're just going to instill in your sentence the word overwhelm. Okay? Not
Hmm.
overwhelm,
Yeah.
not overwhelm,
Over the moon.
over the moon,
Over the moon.
over the moon. Yeah, this is great. This is great. What else? What else could you talk about? What does the word champion mean, Peter? It's on your shirt. What does champion mean? What is the meaning of champion?
Now, I'm not very certain, but I believe it's a winner.
Mhm. Do you know of
Yeah,
any
that's my.
winners in Kenya? Any champions in Kenya?
Yeah, Kenya, there are very many runners who are champions like Eliud Kipchoge.
Okay. Where's that guy from
Yeah.
that won the Olympics? Is he from Kenya? Bullet. That's not his name. Something. There was a fast runner somewhere in Africa.
Yeah, doctor, his name is Bolt.
What's his name?
Bolt. I think
Yeah,
so.
Bolt. Yeah, Bolt. Yeah, his name.
Yeah,
His to me, his name went with the speed. Is he from Kenya? Bolt.
yeah, I guess
No,
so. Yeah.
he's from Jamaica.
Oh, he's
He's
from.
from Jamaica.
Okay, he's from
Hmm.
Jamaica. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the person that you named, I don't know. I don't know that person. Michael Jordan is from the U.S. The basketball player is from the
Uh,
U.S. I'm overwhelmed to
Yeah.
talk about Michael Jordan. Michael
Yeah.
Jordan lives in my city. He lives in my city. Yay!
Oh,
we're
have
proud of him.
have you already met him before, doctor?
No, I've never met him, but
Oh,
he went to my school. He went to North Carolina University,
Hmm.
and I did too. Yay! Yay! Yay!
oh,
Yeah, that's so sweet.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm overwhelmed to talk about people that I really know a little more intimately than someone like Hussein Bolt. I don't know him. I know of Hussein Bolt, but I don't know him. Michael
Hmm.
Jordan, I don't know him either, but he is in my city, he's in my state, and we went to the same university. So I feel like
Okay.
I know him a little bit better. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me something, Peter. How long have you been practicing your English? How long have you been learning it?
Well, I've learned English for quite a long time, but the problem is that we were studying. I don't know how to tell you. Now, let me explain. We were in
Hmm.
the same school and we come from the same tribe. That is, we speak the same native language. So the teacher could come and teach us in English, and he also comes from our native language. But we never had the chance to practice spoken English because we always communicated in our mother tongue. That was
Okay.
my biggest challenge. That's why I'm not very fluent in speaking, but when it comes to writing, it's not a
Yeah,
big
I see.
problem for me.
Well, I used to have the same problem as you, and I have never thought I would have a native English speaker to practice my English with. So it was a
So did
great
I.
lucky break for me when I found Dr. Priscilla on Facebook. So never
Yeah,
make it
I feel
like
you.
a struggle for you. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Peter.
Yeah, I had the same challenge. I never thought that I would meet a native English speaker, and I'm over the moon for meeting Dr. Priscilla
thank
over
you.
Yeah.
here on Facebook.
Well, I'm overwhelmed to have you here. And before you came on, Peter, Haas and I were talking about investing. And I tell my students, the opportunities are there. You have made yourself available to comment on so many things that I do, the Facebook page, the YouTube. And these are the things that students who are not able to make a financial payment for a class, you still have the opportunity to participate if you do the free stuff. So I'm really happy that you are here I'm overwhelmed. I'm over the moon that you
Mhm.
are here with us today. Yeah.
So,
That's
doctor,
very kind of you.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Doctor, what are some of the free things he can do so as he can join one of your free classes?
Absolutely. Continue
I
to,
really appreciate it.
it's my pleasure. I'm over the moon to provide these to you. One, comment on the YouTube channel, which you already doing. Two, comment in the Facebook group. Take advantage of every free opportunity that I say if you are available. If you can come to
Sure.
a class like you're doing now, come to the class. Even when I post this video on YouTube, talk about the benefit that you gain. So you could say, I was overwhelmed to be able to talk with Dr. Priscilla live in the class. You guys can do this. So I'm not really sure which one you've done, but I think you have signed up for the free gift. So you still have yet another class that I'm going to have, and
Yeah.
that expires probably in 4 days. For those of you who are watching or who will watch the replay, that will be available for you to join. So just many things. I will post whatever it is that I'm doing. And at that time, when you would like to have paid classes, which would be dependent upon what you want, I have a subscription where groups of
Yeah.
students get together as a paid, they come monthly to classes. Then I have the one-on-ones. Then I have those who are preparing for specialty tests like the IELTS, the TOEFL, the the occupational other tests, just many tests that would require you to respond in English. So just
Mm-hmm.
keep watching. And I will have a podcast going at some point. It will be on my website. It isn't available yet, but I did start a blog. So read the blog, ask questions. You can even ask questions in the Facebook group, not necessarily just responding to what I put out there or what Hoff puts out there. You can ask questions of your own, like how do I use whatever it is that you may have some difficulty understanding. So what do you do? What do you do, Peter? Are you a student or what do you do? What is your life like?
I'm not working currently. I'm not studying, sorry. I'm not studying currently. But
I
I'm
didn't
working.
I didn't get that.
Yeah. I'm saying that I'm not studying now. Currently I'm not studying. I'm working.
So
He's
Haas,
working.
what is he
No,
doing?
he said he's not. He's finished his studies, maybe, doctor, and he said he's working.
Okay. So
He works. Yeah,
what do
he
you do
works.
for work? What do you do for work?
I'm a mechanic.
You're a mechanic. Do you work on
Yeah.
cars or trucks or boats? Talk about
Cars.
what you do. They can't be yes, you can't work on cars, boats, and trucks. Well, you
Mm.
I
could.
said cars.
Oh, cars. What is a favorite car
Yeah.
in Kenya? I have a Honda. I have a Honda. What is a popular car in Kenya?
There are a number of popular cars in Kenya, starting from Range Rover, Mercedes-Benz.
Yeah, in
That's the
America,
favorite cars.
we love Mercedes-Benz. In America, one would think that we would have American cars as our favorite,
But it isn't the case.
but it is not the case. It is not the case. I have a Honda. I love my Honda, and it's made so well. My Honda. I have not had any problems with my Honda. I've had 3 Hondas actually because I love them so much. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So, Peter,
You're
tell me about
blessed.
something that makes you feel over the moon about your work. In your work, I mean, what is something that you like about your work?
Now, I'm very happy when I have delivered the best service to my customers and they really appreciate and even give me a tip. I feel over the moon.
Oh,
Oh, look, he said it. He said it.
yeah. Congratulations. You see,
Yeah, you feel over the moon when you get a tip. So in our country, well, it depends. If I take my car to the dealership, we don't give a tip because their fee for doing the service. If I have a neighbor or someone who doesn't have an established business, I might give them a tip. So yeah.
Yeah.
Things are different over here because you can't compare
Right.
America to Kenya. Kenya is a
Right.
developing country, so
So
there are not very many dealers.
right. My ex-husband, my husband that I'm no longer married to, is from Nigeria, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when I went
Oh,
and when I went to
that's so
Nigeria,
sweet.
I know this thing about tip. Everywhere we went, somebody was expecting a tip, from opening a door or
I
saying
know that's not
hello.
good.
Yeah, but it was just something that I wasn't accustomed to. I think of a tip when I go to a restaurant or I'm in a
Yeah,
hotel. That's about that's about it. I
Yeah,
don't.
that's
yeah,
right.
it's not a common thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have an established, I guess, an established payment method that this is the service that I provide and this is the cost. Period.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I understand now.
Yeah, but yeah, and I understood it too in Nigeria. And I did visit Nigeria when I first married. I met my in-laws, and that was maybe 35 years ago. So
Oh.
it was a very long time ago. And
Not very long time.
yeah, it was a very long time. My son, he goes to Nigeria almost every year with his dad. They go back and visit. His grandparents have since passed, but my son is
Oh.
over
Yeah,
the moon. My son is over the moon when he gets to go visit his cousins and things.
yeah.
Uh, yeah, it's pretty cool. So what place would you like to visit, Peter, and be over the moon that you were able to go?
I would like to visit the United States of America and see whatever that I've only heard and watched on television.
Yeah, okay, all right. Do you have anyone that
Yeah.
you know in America? Do you know of anyone other than
Um,
me? Other than me? Other than me? You can now say you have a friend in America. You can say you have a
yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm very grateful for that.
you're over the moon.
I don't have another friend. Yeah, I'm going to have a friend who I'm speaking to live and
Okay,
is living in my dream country where I would like to come and live for quite some time.
okay. Super, super.
I never, people say that America is the country of milk and honey. I don't know whether that's true or it's false.
Well, so when I say that America is the land of milk and honey, in one sense, it's understanding the context of why people might say it. In Kenya, which I'm not familiar with Kenya, but let's just speak because I have been in Nigeria.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I would say, yes, America is the land of milk and honey because of where I live. Because of where I live. In Nigeria, I just know in my heart that there are pockets in Nigeria of wealth where
Yeah.
people live
Nigeria is the richest country in Africa.
right. Well, even and America supposedly is the most whatever place in the world. But if you
Yeah,
go to different segments or different sections of America, you would say, what? This is America where people are eating out of trash cans.
Mm-hmm.
People are living on the
what do you mean?
yeah, just like Kenya, you would think perhaps that they were in Africa. People who don't have water, clean water, but what you see on TV, what I see of Kenya on TV, because of what I've seen in Nigeria, I know it's not true. In Kenya, what I see on TV is flies all on the people's faces and in their food and in their mouths, and they have the big stomachs. I know that that's not true of all of Kenya, but that's what I see.
Look at me. Just look at me. I'm healthy. I don't have a big stomach.
I know, but so I'm saying
Yeah.
but never.
Yeah, I understand your joke.
No, it's not a joke. It's
Yeah.
true. In America, there are people who have big stomachs because they don't have food. You see their
Oh,
bones, but they will never show you that on TV.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, for
But they
sure.
will tell you, I will tell you this, that animals, cats, dogs, and horses are treated better than some people
Hmm.
in America.
Mhm.
So, and you
That's
see,
pathetic.
it's,
Yeah, that's
it's very,
something you would never hear from
uh,
TV.
yeah, you won't hear that on TV.
Hmm.
And we won't hear anyone struggling to learn English about Kenya. We'll hear about the people who have the flies all over their face and they've got some kind of disease
They are hungry.
and they're always hungry. And I'm sure that I know that there are people in Kenya that are hungry. And
Yeah, it's true.
but it's not like that's there are some good things and nice things to see in Kenya, just as there are in Nigeria. Even though we say or we've been told that Nigeria is the wealthiest country in Africa,
Hmm.
I don't
Yeah.
see that on TV. I don't see that on TV. I just see Africans as being thieves and trickery, and they try to scam Americans out of their money. This is what I see. But this is America. This is just the way we do things in America. So let me not talk about my country of milk and honey. so, so,
Yeah.
so, Peter, I just want you to know
It's
that when
important.
we say that America is the land of peace of milk and honey, as I was saying to Haas, America is very young in comparison to other countries who have
Hmm.
established, monuments and buildings and a history. America's history is a culmination of so many other countries, So
Hmm.
we are still trying to define ourselves, even with the presidency that we have a new president coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What has transpired over the past 6 months ago with the competition and even now, it's just like, who runs a country the way our country was ran the past 3 years? Like, who believes that? But we have what most countries don't have, the media. The media feeds the world, and the media decides what you're going to see. And the more you hear something, the more you believe it.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
want
that's for sure.
to talk so much about my African American history, but I was saying to Haas that I come from a rich history in Africa. There are kings. I am a descendant of a king and a queen. I would never,
Yeah.
I would,
Oh,
I would never see this in a textbook in my school. Like my son's father, he can go home and talk about his ancestors who were, you know, pillars in the community. Like, really? Oh my gosh.
Mhm.
We are so wise and the knowledge that we have. I don't know any of that. I'm learning
Mhm.
more about that, but I'm having to do it on my own. I'm not learning about this in a book. Look at the way I dress, which is fine. I am an American. This is how many Americans dress. But people from Saudi Arabia, people from China, they come with their thing over their head. The Orientals come with their all those clothes that they wear. I have very few African pieces. I have more now of African clothing, you know,
Mhm.
with the thing on your head and so
Yeah.
pretty. And like we need to, people of color, we need to embrace our authentic selves, that this is our history.
yeah, for
Absolutely.
sure.
Yeah. So when I get to speak with people from Africa, I become overwhelmed. So I am over the moon, Peter,
Thank you
to
so
Yeah.
much.
talk with you and share
Mhm.
with you. So, but there are some things that I would like, say 30 years ago when I went to Nigeria, their banking system was so slow. We had to line up to go into the bank. Then we'd have to take a seat. and they had
Oh,
we had they had dogs that were the security. I'm sure, I know it has changed since then, but that was my
yeah.
experience of having to wait. When I go to a bank here, I'm in the bank 5 minutes and I'm out. We were there
Mhm.
like,
Okay, in my country,
yeah,
in
I'm
my
just saying.
country,
Mhm.
there are no dogs, but the system is still the same. You have to queue, you
Okay,
have to sit and wait. Yeah, but nowadays things have a little bit changed because we do the transactions through the phone. We can
okay.
withdraw money from the bank
Mhm.
to the phone, and we have other. It's like a mini bank called M-Pesa, where one can use his phone to withdraw, deposit money, or send money. Send money via phone.
Okay. So
And
technology wasn't existent, 30 years ago as it is
Yeah.
today. So a lot,
yeah,
a lot of things has changed, but I have not been back to Nigeria. I did go to Dubai last year. I went to Dubai, and
Mhm.
it's a very functional, extravagant place. I enjoyed being
yeah, it's
there. So that was nice. So
it's a very big market.
yeah, a big, big, big place. So yeah, so I was over the moon to be able to travel to Dubai. I was over the moon when I went to Nigeria. I'm going to be over the moon when I go to Algeria
In in 3 years, yeah.
3 years. I'm going to visit Haas in
Mhm.
Algeria.
Yeah,
So
and I will be over the moon when you visit me.
for sure, for sure.
Oh,
Yeah, this is great. All
I
right.
never knew that horse lives in Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah, Algeria is situated in the northern part of Africa, as you might know.
Mhm. So
I
there are,
didn't know that you come from Algeria. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, I'm Algerian.
mhm.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. So anyway, I think I'm going to end the session for today, work on some more things. You have 5 things that I ask you to do, Peter, that will make me feel over the moon. Do you remember what those 5 things are? And tell me, what are they?
Yeah, you told me to go back to the post that you posted concerning the groundnuts, the peanuts. We call them groundnuts here in our country,
Okay.
and and comment, make 5 comments.
Yes, correct. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you so much for joining me today, Peter. Haas, would you close us out today?
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you, Doctor, for letting me co-hosting today with you. As I always say, you're so generous, Doctor. This is the yeah, this is the appropriate term. You're being generous to me. And thank you, Peter, for joining us today. We were over the moon that you could join us today. And yeah, we could hear from you. And yeah, thanks again. I
Okay.
hope we will see you again.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye, Doctor.
Bye bye.